Hey, thank you guys so much for being on our response team this weekend. As I said earlier, if you're on this team, you're going to be a part of a very special moment at the end of Pastor Ed's message this Sunday. He is going to extend an invitation for people to pray and receive Christ, and we want to be right there on the spot when they make that decision to give them a gift that gives them some important resources for those next steps in their life. So Pastor Ed could say something like, hey, if you just prayed that prayer, would you please raise your hand? And our objective is the second their hand goes up, it starts a countdown. And within 5 seconds, we want to give them a gift bag. And so we're going to have people seated all around the worship center with that express intention of when that moment happens, they're going to get up out of their seat and take them a gift. What gift, you might ask? Well, this is the gift. There are white bags that have inside them a Bible, there's a next step booklet, and there's a form they can fill out to get information about getting baptized. Well, you're going to have, as a response team member, one of these black canvas bags at your seat with you. When you get here on Sunday, go to the information kiosk, pick up your black bag, and then come into the worship center and have a seat in your assigned section. Leave the bag on the floor below your feet, and that'll be there the entire service. When that moment happens at the end of the service, you're going to have a section leader that cues you. When they stand up, you stand up. You're going to reach into your bag and grab out all your white bags. We don't want to walk around with the black bag in our hand. You can just kick that under the row when you get up. But you're going to stand up, grab your white gift bags, and start looking around your section and see whose hand is in the air. Smile. First of all, I have to tell myself this too. Smile. Make sure you're smiling the whole time, and you're being extremely thoughtful. If you see somebody whose hand is up in the middle of an aisle, we don't want to crawl across everybody. You can ask them to pass it down. If you can reach into them, that's fine. But just make sure that you're smiling, you're engaged, you're looking for anybody whose hand is in the air. And now, obviously, if this is Ken's section, he's going to focus here. But let's say he turns around, there's somebody right there with their hand in the air. Hey, don't be afraid to go over there and drop it off. Now, one thing I do need you to do is when you stand up, make sure you know how many white bags are in your hands. Because after this moment is over, we're going to walk back to the back of the worship center, and we're going to turn in any supplies that are left over. It is important. If you pick up the black bag, that's great. If you don't worry about it. We'll pick it up after the service. But it is important to know how many of those bags you passed out. In the back of the room, your section leader will get that number from you, and that allows us to total up all the numbers and know how many of those bags we passed out. That's an important piece of information for us to have. If you have any questions, let me know. That's as simple as I can make it. Make sure that you get into the worship center as soon as possible, no later than the end of the first song, and make sure that you sit in the assigned section in the assigned aisle that we give you. Everything else I know will come naturally. Thank you for doing this. Let us know if you have any questions. You guys are the best.